Shit show! It's a good show. It's a great show. It's a shit show. Pick a which show. Not a Jerry show. Scary Terry show. Lick my balls show. Szechuan sauce show. It's the fucking Rick and Morty fan show, bitch. Yeah, it is. It's the fucking Rick and Morty fan show. Guys, it's the fucking Rick and Morty fan show. Today, we're going to talk about a few things. I don't want to just go on about the last episode because we got some news. We got some interesting things. I'm going to talk a little bit. I know this isn't everyone's wheelhouse. A little bit about Orcs in Space, which I was super excited about. Justin Roiland comic with Abed Gaith. Obviously, interviewed Abed Gaith. You can check that out. Look up Abed Gaith. You can just look up his name and you'll find my interview with him on Orcs in Space and on Interdimensional Cable, where he worked on. We're going to talk about big fuck up, but I don't know. Doesn't really matter. An episode leaked in Canada on Amazon Prime Canada. So I got to watch the episode. We're going to save that for the very end. That way, we're at the end of the episode and I can say, guys, I'm going to talk about the episode now. So if you want nothing to do with that episode, then I'll talk about it at the end. It's going to be very light spoilerish. I'm not going to spoil the episode at all. So, it won't hurt you. It won't hurt you to try it, guys. But I had to watch it because, it's Rick and Morty. It's my jam. And I had to talk about it because it's big news. So we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about the first competition we're going to do in quite a while, guys. Woo! We have gotten a lot of new followers since the big giveaway show. I promoted that quite a bit. We did really well. We've been doing well since we started doing immediate reaction videos. So those people don't really know what we do here or what we've done for a long time, which is fun competitions. We've done art competitions. We've done lots of different picture competitions. Take pictures of yourself and Rick and Morty stuff. Take pictures, recreate pictures. We've done all sorts of meme contests and all sorts of fun stuff. And that led up to that big giveaway that we did where Misty Stone won. Who else won? It's Misty Stone, Kenny Butler, and Celeste, who all won big prizes. And those prizes have all gone out now, which is awesome. I was able to get them out. It was kind of annoying. I saved it for the Sunday, and then the Sunday Canada Post doesn't work, and I probably should have known that because I've lived in Canada my whole life, but I did not. So I sent them out now, and I have sent that stuff. They know it's coming, and pretty soon they'll be getting their prizes. They're mystery minis, just like these, just like this cute guy back here. Isn't he fucking cute? Look at him. Look at him. So we're going to talk about all that stuff, and we might get into a little bit of the previous episode. And all the controversy that's doing the previous episode, this episode that is pretty much all about jacking off and sperm. So I can't see why that'd be controversial. Quickly, I just want to promote Orcs in Space. I picked up Orcs in Space, both. I got the cover and the variant cover. Oh, let me tip it there so you guys can see them. Whoop. I got both covers and I read it. It's very awesome. It's great. There's lots of stuff in the comic book that is very Justin Roiland humorish. There's some funny names in it, regular Justin Roiland type names for characters that were really funny. But it also has a lot of themes that are like Star Trek. If you guys like Star Trek at all, they were kind of making fun of Star Trek stuff. There's lots of kind of jokes that are. Well, I'll give you an example. So the group of orcs here that have stolen a spaceship are talking about all the people they pissed off on their own orc world, and that's why they can't go back to their orc world right now because they pretty much pissed everyone off. They said that they would. They were like, we we crossed paths with this guy and that guy, and it was pretty funny that they were explaining that. I absolutely loved it. I don't know how to explain a comic out in print other than to show you guys all the inside, but you got to pay for that, guys. It was good, and it's it's an easy pickup. It's like $5. It's like $5-6, I don't know. So go to your local comic shop, ask for Orcs in Space. Three of the writers from Interdimensional Cable episodes, Abed, his brother Rashad, and Justin Roiland, all involved in this comic. So really cool, really cool. Enjoyed it a lot, and I hope you guys will too. I know that Solo is getting his. Actually, Solo told me about it, so I was on board from the start. Anyways, awesome. Orcs in Space, great. Now I'm going to reveal the art competition, guys. So 3 rules I want for this art competition. We've done lots of competitions, and you can go back and watch. If you go back and search Rick and Morty Fan Show art competition, you'll get 2 episodes. We've had 2 already. Leslie Rodriguez won one for her brilliant painting. Oh wait, no, it wasn't painting. Actually, it was the logo. She won for the logo that we have. It's the purple one with the green portal and Rick and Morty. She also made that awesome Rick and Morty Fan Show animation that has me in it, and kind of like a talk show host. The second one was run by Misty Stone, and she painted a stone. So that was pretty cool. It was a Doofus Rick one. I'll post the winners back in Facebook. The pictures have been on Facebook a few times, but I'll give you guys the examples of the art show that we've done so far. But this time, what I want to do is I want to show a little bit of love for season 5, guys. I honestly think that season 5 is just not getting the love from the fans, and it's a little bit rough for people like me who are such big fans of Rick and Morty, and I love it so much. I have, I come down here and I try to entertain people based on Rick and Morty. So if Rick and Morty dies, I'm going to have to do something else. So yeah, let's show some love to season 5. I want you guys to make art featuring season 5 stuff. So if you guys want to draw a big giant sperm, that's fine. If you guys want to draw Mr. Nimbus, if you want to take any of the characters out there, you want to draw or paint something about Chuds, or any of the things that have happened so far, anything from season 5. So your art has to be season 5 related. That's going to be rough for some of my friends. That's going to be rough for some of my friends here, because I know some people were like, I still have leftover art that I didn't submit. Yeah, sorry guys. I know I thought about that, but I really want this to show some love for season 5. So you can submit a drawing. You can submit a internet drawing or art of any kind. You can submit. We've had, I think Justin McEwen one time submitted a song. He played on guitar. He played. Song did he play again? I think it was Doo-Doo, but I think he played that song. So you can submit a song, you can submit a poem, you can submit anything that's art. I know Solo likes to do some memes. Matt Conway does some memes and things like that too. You want to give me your funniest meme about season 5 is fine. You're gonna have to floor me with a meme if you think a meme is gonna win, but enter any type of art, any type of expression yourself as art. There's a lot of things you can do to express yourself and show me. So that's rule number 1. That's rule number 2. Those are all the things you can do. So rule number 1, season 5 stuff. Please, season 5 stuff. Celebrate season 5. Number 2, any sort of art medium that you can think of. Like you can sculpt something if you want, whatever. Number 3 is a little bit of a harder one. Since we're kind of getting we're getting a little bit more popular. I don't like saying we're getting a little bit more popular, but we are getting a little bit more views and a little bit more popularity. So for that, I really would like number 3. You have to put something that says, if you want to put like a little name tag in there with your name, or you want to hold your hand out, or you want to hold up your art, something that makes me know that it's your art and not, you didn't just go and click a picture. We did find, I think there was one art competition where I found a picture and I was like, man, that's a beautiful picture. And then I found the picture other places. So I was like, yeah, probably not that actual person's art, which, I don't know. But anyways, not accusing anyone that's here or anything. I don't know. But that's what made me think we need to make sure that this is your art. So, if we have someone submitting some art, I would like you to somehow put your name on it, or even, put a battery in front of it, something that, like they do things to say like, this is my art. It's not just a picture I stole off the internet. Let's do a roll call here. We're getting some people in here. NR Originals is in here. Check out NR Originals. He's got some good videos on his page as well about Rick and Morty. So, if you're like, oh fuck, that Kieron guy, he fucked up. He doesn't like this episode. I'm gonna go check what NR thinks. You can do that too. So yeah. Time God, Solo's here, Fat Pat's here, Alex is here, Alan's here, Jody's here, Brandy's here. Cat is here. Who else? Lance is here. All right. So, guys, that's the art competition. It's going to start right now. If you want, you can, if you're Lance, and you're probably painting anyways, because Lance is always painting, you could be painting something right now. I will judge them on next Tuesday's episode. I'm not sure. I'm going to probably throw them up on the page because we don't really do a lot of graphics here anymore. It's a little bit more difficult to throw all these graphics up here. But we'll be doing it as well on the page. So if you want to submit art, submit it to me. You can submit it on the fan chat. A lot of you guys are in the fan chat. If you guys want to be in the fan chat, let me know. You can submit it on the Rick and Morty Fan Show Facebook page. You can, if you only have me on Instagram or Twitter, you can tag me in one of those. Just say, this is my submission, guys, for the art competition. Next Tuesday, I will judge a winner, and we're going to do what we did last time. This is like phase 2, of the Marvel, the Marvel universe. Like, everything ended at Avengers. We did the big giveaway show. We gave away awesome prizes, flew them. I flew them out. I sent them out. Now we're building up. I'm gonna have an art competition winner, a trivia winner, all these things, competitions to get more winners, build up to the next big giveaway show. Yeah, I think I got everything in there. That's all for the art show, guys. So I do want to talk a little bit about the most recent episode. We're not going to get to the spoiler part yet. We'll save that for about maybe we have 10, 15 minutes. I'll let you guys know when it's spoiler time, and then you guys can decide whether you want to stay or go. That's all up to you guys. But this last episode's getting a lot of hate. I've seen a lot of Twitter posts, which is normally Twitter is it's pretty positive about Rick and Morty. But even the people who weren't saying I didn't like it, or I was off put by it, or any sort of thing like that, even the people who weren't doing that were kind of posting things that said, like, me watching this last episode and just being like, huh? And I do understand it. I do understand it. I don't want to say I don't understand it. I don't get where Rick and Morty fans turned the corner and said that this is not something I want to watch, or this is not something entertaining to me when Rick and Morty goes a little bit more extreme, because Rick and Morty has kind of always done that. They're just they're just turning the knob. They're just dialing it up a little bit. And we're getting to the part where people are saying, like, you know what, that's too much for me. I personally still loved all these episodes. I do sympathize with people that think that this is not the funniest season so far. There's a little bit less laughs in a lot of these episodes. We've had some story-driven stuff. We've had some stuff where it was more emotional, but we've also had plenty of great episodes. I have liked all the episodes. There hasn't been a stinker in the bunch yet, so I've liked it so far. But it's it's kind of concerning to see so many people concerned about the show. Um, I enjoyed it so much. I thought it was great. I love the idea that the whole episode was pretty much laughing or making fun of, you know, being shameful when you're 14 and jerking off. And like, I thought it was hilarious. I always think it's funny when they, point out things in life that, for most of us guys here, I mean, I got probably 10, 11 out of the 13 people currently in the chat right now. Probably, we're 14 once, and probably we're like, embarrassed about things that they did when they were 14. So I think it's funny to bring out this sort of like openness, open dialogue about how, how it is to feel when you're 14, you get caught. It's like Trailer Park Boys. I just recently watched the Trailer Park Boys episode where J-Rock got caught masturbating by his mom and the guys, and I laughed my ass off. Loved that episode of Trailer Park Boys because it's funny. Like, it's funny that, I mean, it's something that happens in real life that's awkward and crazy, and like, it's funny. I don't understand why people don't think that awkwardness is funny. So I don't know. That's my sense of humor. So loved it. Absolutely loved everything to do with the chuds and all that stuff. Let's see. Go to my handy dandy list that I had from the reaction episode and see some things. One of the interesting things that I saw was the president was in the episode. Matt Whitfield in with a super chat, interrupting. Guys, I love to read my super chats right away. I'll go right mid-sentence. Super chat from Matt Whitfield. You're going down tonight, RKO style. Love ya. Matt Whitfield in with a super chat because he will be challenging me in a trivia competition about horror tonight on Fandom Empire Live. So if you want to check that out right after this episode, I basically go upstairs, get a drink of water, and then come back downstairs. So Intel Wild in here too. Leprechaun. The Leprechaun Show. Intel Wild. You can probably access my Leprechaun show that I did not too long ago, only for Patreon subscribers. Anyways, back to the episode. I love that the president showed up, and I mentioned as well, I mean, it'll be a little bit of a retread for you guys that watched me on Sunday, but I love the president coming out and immediately being like, Sanchez, get in here. He's angry, and he's demanding, he's trying to get him in, he definitely has not forgotten that he's tangled with Rick Sanchez already, and he does everything to undermine the Smith family, which is great. He also, like, he just has contempt for Rick, which is great, and I love it. What the funny part is, they didn't show all of the president clips that we saw in the trailer, so the president, I believe, is going to show up again. Which is awesome because I love the American president. Also, funny, people keep saying that he's Obama. I'm fairly sure that he's not Obama. I don't know why. I don't know. He's not drawn like Obama. He's black, but he's not drawn like Obama, and the voice is not trying to be Obama. He's American president. He's just the president. He's just a placeholder president that's in there. So I find it odd that people are doing that. I mean, I don't know if anyone that in our chat is saying that, but he's not Obama. He even calls himself like American president. He's like American president here, and comes out and says it that way. So I don't get the idea that he's Obama. So just to clear it up, he's not Obama. But yeah, we're going to see him again, and we're going to see him fighting alongside Rick and Morty. If you remember the trailer, it's not a spoiler. It's already out there. He's got some crazy armor, and he appears to be fighting with Rick and Morty. Another interesting thing, we've seen all this stuff, but we haven't seen some of the things from the trailer. This episode featured almost nothing in any of the three trailers, which is kind of odd. I feel like maybe they changed up the order on this run. I feel like this might not have been originally episode 4. Obviously, I won't tell you about the leaked episode, but the leaked episode is obviously after because it talks about things previous. Not to spoiler time yet, but it's. I feel like maybe they switched up the order because normally when they have the trailer promos, especially for Rick and Morty, but also in other shows, normally the things in the trailer have been thrown out there fairly quickly because they've already started working on the trailers while they're still working on the episodes. Well, no, they don't throw the trailers out, but they work on the trailers. Anyways, I expected for the first 4 or 5 episodes of Rick and Morty to use up all of those things from the 3 trailers that we've got so far. And they haven't yet. And we still haven't seen Transformers. We still haven't seen, it's hard to get out. It's hard not to give out spoilers here, guys. But there's a lot of things we haven't seen yet. We haven't seen the Hellraiser world yet. So I think we'll probably see those things coming up real soon. But I feel like maybe, Solo says there's one trailer from this. There's one scene from the trailer in this one. I don't know what that is, but if you type it in here, I'll let you know. And anyways, American President in a bunch of Rick and Morty episodes, which is awesome. He gets some extra love, which is awesome. Keith David, great voice. He did voices in lots of animated DC features. He's done. He was Goliath in Gargoyles, guys. And he is also an actor. He's not just a voice actor. He's has a pretty decent Hollywood career as well. But yeah, he basically continues his rivalry with Rick, which will be interesting to see him fight alongside Rick at some point. So that should be interesting to see. Some of the things I didn't point out on the last episode, the character Dr. Shabubu, I didn't point out that I thought it was hilarious when he basically said, here's the, I got a theory and blah, 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 and here's how I fix it. And then he jumped off the roof and flipped them off. I loved how he did that. I laughed at it, but I laughed at it not because of that, him giving the finger and just flying off. I laughed because there was a thud. They all the characters sat there and waited, like, just deadpan waited, and then you hear a thud, and they're just like, well, anyways, it was a little bit of it was like a double take. It was like it was good. I laughed at it. I thought it was funny. Anyways, I'm kind of like the Chris Farley show here sometimes. I'm just telling you guys what I thought was great in the episode. That part, that was great. When I rewatched the episode, one of the parts I laughed at the most, I didn't think was funny on the first watch through, was Morty, and when Rick says, like, you world ending, blah, 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 yells at Morty, and then everyone's figured out that Morty used the machine. And then he's like, how was it? And he's like, fantastic. I laughed pretty good. I love that part. That was great. Another great part of the episode. I talked a little bit about the Chuds and how much I liked them and how much I thought they were funny. That was one part that on the second watch through, I didn't laugh as much. So I don't know if I'm gonna want any more of those Chud people around, because I don't know. It was kind of interesting. Anyways, in the chat, if you want to let me know, what was your thoughts on the season so far? Because I'm hearing a lot of negative opinions. So I want to load up with positive opinions. I know you guys will give it to me. Tell me which episode from the season so far is your favorite. Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, or even you could say the leaked episode if you want, but don't. No spoilers yet, guys. No spoilers. We're gonna get to it soon. While I remember it, because I'm very scatterbrained, as you guys know from watching me very much, I want to give a shout out to Alan Prescott. Alan in the chat. He was in the chat. He's still in the chat. He's still here. It's going to be his birthday coming up, so let's give him. Let's give him a shout out, guys. It's going to be his birthday coming up on Friday. I had to double check. So scatterbrained, guys. So scatterbrained. It's so crazy. You guys don't want to know what's going on up here in my brain. Shout out to him. So that's just like right here. Happy birthday, Alan. One of the winners of trivia. I think Alan won trivia. Anyways, Jody says episode 2. I think episode 2 is my answer as well. I really loved episode 2. I love the most the I love I love the most the oh, I lost my banner. What the fuck? What happened? No, I'm just kidding. Whatever. Had to throw up that Joe Rogan picture. So, um, yeah, I think episode 2. I really love the wooden Smith family and the weird horror stealing skin Smith family. I think that's the most I've laughed. It's funny. A lot of people hated that episode because the episode just goes. The whole thing is just Smith family's dying. It takes forever to get anywhere. Oh, Jody, sorry, episode 1. So you mean, what's that guy? What the fuck's that guy's name again? He controls the cops. God damn, I'm so crazy today. Guys. Solo says second or the spoiler episode number 7 we're going to talk about. Love the season episode 1 and 4. Okay, so people are really loving Mr. Nimbus. Mr. Nimbus, guys. Yeah, I really love Mr. Nimbus too. I find that I didn't have a ton of laughs through that episode though. That was the first, like I was kind of like wishy-washy on the first episode at that point. I was excited for it and I was happy, but I chalked it all up to myself to being so hyped. You know, I got so hyped for so long for this. And our original says, so far, I love the season. I love the complexity so far, very much so. It makes a viewer really think because they have no idea or confirmation what timeline we're in. Plus, the jokes are hilarious. Exactly. Yeah. No, the show makes you think. It has to make you think. And it's evolving to a point where the laughs are not so much like slapstick or you know, just, you know, dick and fart jokes and stuff like that. I mean, this last episode, not really counting. That was kind of old school. But the concepts make you laugh. Like there's many different types of comedy, guys. And like if I could say, you know, you watch a show like Seinfeld, and Seinfeld is all about the laughing about the situation that they're in. Seinfeld, a little bit old school. I'm old, but it was always funny the situation that they got themselves into and how they could get themselves out. So you were laughing at like what had happened and how ridiculous it is. Not so much laughing at just, you know, someone slapping someone in the face or someone calling someone, you know, whatever dumb, you know, whatever dumb name. You know, it's very different. Like, or if you watch a show like Letterkenny, I mean, in Canada we watch Letterkenny. I don't know if they even have Letterkenny in the States, but that show's all about just making fun of people. It's all just characters making fun of each other nonstop. Like there's never any really interesting situations. It's all just characters making fun of each other's name, calling each other stupid things. Well, Jody says Rick and Morty is all about pushing the envelope. It's exactly, that's true. It's exactly, great point. It is. It's about, a lot of it is like, hey guys, this is acceptable on TV. And you're like, what? I did not think that was acceptable for TV. Like a lot of the jokes I had no idea, like I really didn't think were going to be acceptable on TV. I still don't understand how Rick and Summer were able to talk about eating ass for 30 seconds. And then they bleeped out the like mouth motion, but they were allowed to talk about it. I don't get it. They're definitely pushing the people who do the rating systems and decide what's able to be on TV and making them watch every episode. And that's the same sort of thing South Park did. So anyways, love the episode. If you want to hear my full breakdown, you can check out the immediate reaction videos. But I'm not going to do an immediate reaction video on the leaked episode. So that is where we're going to talk about it right now. So if you haven't seen the leaked episode and you don't want to know, it's episode 7. You're going to get it in 3 days. Or 3 days. You're going to get it in 3 episodes. You're not going to get it in 3 days. You can get it now if you want, but you have to dig hard to find it. So, and I'm not going to tell anybody where it is here or anything like that. That's not what I do. But we're going to do a little bit of spoilers. So if you, as much as you guys love me, you can take off if you don't want to hear anything at all about the leaked episode. So the leaked episode came out on Amazon Prime Canada, I believe. I think it was only Amazon Prime Canada. Most sources are saying that. We didn't get it extra, but we got it instead of episode 4. So we had episode 1, 2, 3, and 7, which is very interesting, and I'm going to tell you why. Episode 7 deals with a lot of things that happen in episode 4. It's kind of a compliment. I will talk about that, Misty. Misty Stone says, what about Rick's missing drool? So Misty Stone typed in or posted in our group not too long ago that Rick is missing the little drool bit quite often. Which is interesting because I know on other shows and things like that, they've been talking about how, actually, NR mentioned this on his show, that Rick only gets drunk in this one for the first time, in episode 3. First time he's been drunk on air in quite a while. And it's interesting that they're changing Rick's character. People are noticing Summer's character changing. People are noticing Morty's character changing. They're not noticing so much Rick's character changing. He seems to be over a lot of his issues, and he seems to be dealing with them in not healthy ways. But he doesn't seem to have a lot of feeling, a lot of different emotions. He's just out there to have fun now. He's just that fun-loving guy now, it seems. And when he's depressed and things like that, it doesn't show as much. I don't know. It doesn't show as much. Like he said that he was going to go do this crazy planet thing where he went over and smashed, a bunch of people, like he was going to go have some crazy orgies and not fall in love and blah, blah, blah. But like he got over it super quick and fell in love. And like he wasn't as jaded, he wasn't as upset lately, and along with that, seems to be missing some drool. It seems to be smiling more in episodes, so it's interesting. But if you guys have noticed that, Rick, I guess, I don't know, maybe he's not drinking as much. I don't know. He's not drooling as much. Obviously, the episode where he drools the most is the first one, where he literally has a gob of drool come out. I think they ditched that because they thought people would not like that, from what I've heard. Anyways, Rick, not drooling so much anymore. Back to episode 7, though, guys. Episode 7 deals with a bunch of things from episode 4. So it was funny that people got episode 7 and probably watched it and had no fucking idea what any of this stuff came from. Episode 7, you'll see a lot of these things from memes, guys. So a lot of these things, they're spoilers, but they're spoilers you're gonna hear about if you're Rick and Morty fans. It deals with the incest baby that Summer and Morty created. They didn't make a baby in the conventional way. So yeah, let's not go there. There's a lot of fucking people on Twitter who I had to like block their accounts because the way they talk about it is no. I don't want to hear about it. But anyways, they deal with that baby a lot. They deal with some of the other things that happened in that episode. What's another? There's a few things that they deal with. It's mostly to do with that. There's a lot of things that have to do with that. Episode 7 is the trailer episode where we see the GoBots, the crazy giant Megazord, Voltron ripoff type thing. So anything you've seen from that trailer, that's the one that they're doing. It's the crazy GoBots, Voltron type thing, and it's actually a it's a mishmash of anime from Voltron and a gangster movie like, say, Casino or Donnie Brasco. It's kind of like that sort of movie. I want to say Godfather, but Godfather doesn't have the same voiceovers and crazy things. A lot of the themes are kind of from different gangster movies and that, Oh man, what's that one called? Say hello to my little friend. Cocaine dealer. It's how can I not know what that movie's called? Tony Montana's movie. Anyways, it's a lot like that too. It's anime mixed with that. They do that kind of that sort of thing. It's an interesting match that they put like an anime style and crazy giant robots, but did it. Oh, Scarface. Yeah, that's. Oh, thank you, Solo. Um, Solo, you're like you make this show now. Like you're correcting me on everything. You're giving me everything here. Yeah, Sopranos, actually kind of like Sopranos too. Yeah, so it's kind of weird to mix those two worlds. It's a mix of anime style and and like giant robots, Japanese shows and then they mix that with gangster movies and things like that. It's just kind of the story is borrowed from gangster type films. And then it was. I don't want to say it kind of follows in the same way that there wasn't a ton of jokes. It wasn't super funny. It had a lot to do with Rick and Rick's ego and going crazy. And it had a lot of Summer things in it. Explained a lot of emotional things with Summer. Beth and Jerry were once again just kind of like the side pieces. Like they haven't really had their full thing yet. But I mean, Jerry's going to have his day because the next episode is a Rick and Jerry episode. Anyways, very interesting that they swapped those in Amazon Canada because the themes that happen in episode 7 wrap up what happens in episode 4, and we didn't get episode 4 until they fixed it. It's fixed now in Canada. I think it was fixed in less than 24 hours, but it leaked long enough that some places were able to capture it and people got it. It's out and people have seen it, including myself. I'm not going to spoil it anymore, especially because I am going to do an immediate reaction episode after it airs. It's going to be really interesting because I'm going to have already seen it for quite a while. So I'm going to be much more well prepared than I normally am. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't want to spoil anything more. So that's it for that. Let's go and check what's happening in the chat. And we'll see if there's anything else. If there was anything else that you guys would like to talk about, I got about a free 5 minutes. Things happen a little bit quicker than I thought they would today. Misty says awkward should be Morty's middle name. Yeah, he's definitely awkward. That's kind of how he started out. Like Morty started out awkward. It's funny. You see a lot less gee guys. You see a lot less like, oh, I don't know about that nervousness. They've really done a good job of having Morty's character evolve. Now that he's seen so many crazy things and so much fucked up shit, he's definitely more confident in that he can survive these things. He's definitely more confident to go up to Rick and say, "God, you fucked this up." At the start of this recent episode, he was able to say like, Rick, you don't know what's going on here, and then Rick was like, no, and he's like, oh, you fucked up, Rick. Like he was able to say that, where you can't imagine Morty from episode 1 saying, like, you fucked up, Rick. He would not have said that. He was going to do whatever Rick said. He fucking put mega seeds up his ass. Like the Morty that we got now, if Rick was like, hey, you got to put the mega seeds way up your ass, he'd be like, fuck you, I'll find my own way home. Like the way that they have Morty's character evolving is good. It's perfect. Alan Prescott says, my man. And Fat Pat says, I think 2 is his favorite as well. Oh, we got all the episode Who Loves Everyone. And our original says it's evolving to a point where it's creating fan separation, where you're really going to love some content and jokes and you're going to start feeling offended. And I'm okay with that. Exactly a point that I made recently, NR, is that I think the show is, like, I don't want to say the show is trying to get rid of their fans. I have already said that, but I'm not saying they're saying fuck you to all the fans. Well, they kind of have, they kind of always have said fuck you to the fans. Psst. Oh, that's what she said. Um, yeah, I can do that. That's fine. I can do that. I'm out of my planned material. I don't know what happened, but whatever. But did she? No, she didn't. I can always go longer. Um, what was I saying? You interrupted me. You interrupted me. Um, I I think that the show is not trying to like get rid of their fans. Like, hey, we don't want to be popular anymore. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the show is trying to ditch the fans who kind of made. I feel like they're trying to free themselves of the fans that are trying to keep themselves like trying to keep them compressed. They're saying like we're going to be this extreme, we're going to be this crazy, we're going to be political, we're going to make fun of things you like, we're going to we're going to push the envelope like Jody said. We're going to uh, keep on making you guys uncomfortable, and if you guys don't like that, then don't watch because we're going to keep doing it. And like I said on last show, it's the same sort of thing that South Park has done for a long time. So you don't have to worry about Rick and Morty doing that because South Park for a long time was like, hey, you guys think this is cool? Well, we're going to make a whole episode about how it's dumb. They'll make fun of, both sides of, or they'll make fun of every political party, every belief. They'll make fun of both sides of every issue. They made fun of in this most recent episode. They made it mention to make fun of like super misogynistic guy or super masculine men. They made fun of them. I mean, previously they've had characters like Jaguar and stuff like that who are cool and were shown to be awesome, but like they had this weird G.I. Joe ninja and they made him out to be super cool, and they had this other guy who kind of looked like a John Hamm character. And they were all super masculine and they all died and they all looked dumb, and they made sure the bro culture was kind of made fun of there. And they also supported feminism in a way where saying that women are being ignored for guys and things like that. So they went that way, and it's going to alienate a lot of your fans for you to say things like that. But the fans who they want to hang on to are going to be the ones who are like, this is funny. I don't care. Like, I don't care if they make fun of my favorite things. I don't care if they make fun of my favorite things. Like I said before, I call myself a Buddhist. I study Buddhism. If they did a whole episode where they made fun of Buddhism, then it would make me laugh. I'd be happy that they did it and that they even mentioned anything like that, or they were talking about if Rick made a comment about how dumb Zen is or something like that, it would be great for me. I would laugh. So they're ditching the fans that can't take a joke by pushing this so much and not being worried. Like they just don't give a shit. They're like comedians are these days. Comedians, you have to not give a shit what the audience is going to say. You have to make your jokes anyways. And if you get canceled because you went too far, that's the edge that you're on when you're a comedian, because it's hard to make jokes about things that aren't uncomfortable. Like the idea of making things funny is showing us dumb things that humans do. That's most of it. If you think of any joke that a comedian or a show does, it's normally pointing out something dumb that people do, and that not that some people do, that lots of people do, and that's what's funny. You're supposed to laugh at yourself. If you can't laugh at yourself, then you're not going to have a very happy life, because not everybody's going to think that that you're all that. So anyways, I really think that that's what they're doing, and perfect comment by NR talking about that. Jody wants to talk about the intro episodes. Are you talking about the inside episodes, the inside episode 2, episode 3? I really love how they're doing that. They're actually really showing Rick and Morty to be their number one prized possession. Adult Swim is by having not only promoting, or you can talk about the cold opens. I can talk about the cold opens, but they're really showing how much they're putting behind Rick and Morty. There's a lot of promos for it. We had Rick and Morty Day with the whole satellite thing. They are throwing out there the cold opens. the inside the episodes where they're talking to Dan Harmon, any of the producers, directors, writers from the episodes, talking about where the ideas came from. They're giving you a much more of an inside to every episode. They're delivering the cold opens. They had the first episode streaming on YouTube, which was pretty awesome for people that don't have a way to get it. There was a lot of people who were like, "Oh, Rick and Morty's back on. Where can I find it?" And there was so many people looking for that episode online. It was nuts. I know that we got a huge boost from it for people looking for the show that just found our show instead. Even though it clearly says reaction or review on every video, but people click on it anyways. They're definitely showing how much they're putting behind it. They've ordered so many episodes. We're going to get, unless something out of the ordinary happens, we're going to get 7 more seasons likely, or sorry, 7 seasons including this one. And they're really throwing out all the marketing budgeting for this show. So Rick and Morty, as much as we're hearing people complain about Rick and Morty, and we're hearing the vocal minority of people kind of bitching about some of the episodes, it's definitely doing very well. It's rating very well, and they're pumping it up a lot. So if I can ease any of your worries that Rick and Morty is going to disappear because lots of people don't like it anymore, don't be ridiculous. Exactly. Don't be ridiculous. I like that they show the cold open. It's really like, so far the cold opens have led a lot to what's going to happen in the episode, which has been great. A lot of times the cold open didn't really show exactly what was going to happen. It wasn't much of a teaser. Sometimes it was just a joke that had nothing really to do with the rest of the episodes, but now it is. Now pretty much all of them have had to do with what's going to happen in the episode. So when we're getting these cold opens, we're seeing a little bit of what's going to happen. So that's pretty cool. I think it's awesome. I love, the more Rick and Morty stuff we get, the better. And yeah, that's great. I do want to talk a little bit about the Facebook group that we have as well. I gotta get it put up here with all these socials down here. We gotta get it's the Rick and Morty Fan Show Facebook group. So there's a fan page. There's Rick and Morty fans only. There's a lot of different Rick and Morty, but the Rick and Morty Fan Show Facebook group is ours, that I have all of my stuff running in. It's going to have the art competition. It's going to have lots more stuff in it, and it's growing. Taking a look at the predictions and the projections and everything. It's doing really well. We're getting lots of new members, and we don't let everyone in there. So thanks to everybody who's joined recently. It's awesome. We're flying past the numbers there. I would love to, have 40,000 people. Like I think the biggest Rick and Morty group has like 47,000 people now, or something like that. I don't know. There was one that had like a ridiculous amount of people, but it got canceled. But the important thing is keeping the group fun and keeping the group going and posting. And I really appreciate Jody and Misty and Solo and all these people posting things, keeping the group going, having awesome things. Guys, if you want to keep throwing things up there, that's great. You're helping me out so much. Also, guys, Solo says there's still, I thought the one with 200,000 people got canceled. Rick and Morty Fans Forever, is that one? Anyways, lately we've had a lot of groups. I thought that group got canceled, but anyways, lately you go to some of those groups and they're dead. There's not really a lot in them. I think we probably post as many things or more than most groups that have 10 times the amount of numbers we do. Not even 10 times, probably 100 times, because we're still small. But the 400K one got sucked. Yeah. Anyways. So I appreciate it, guys, and keep going. I appreciate it so much. I love Matt Conway posting all the time. Everyone that's posting on the group, thank you very much. Keep going. And if I have a suggestion for you guys, throw some polls there. Polls are really fun. So let's get some polls up there. on the Rick and Morty fan show group. So because that's lots of fun. So I'm glad that you guys are holding up the fort, because I have turned a lot of my attention to Twitter lately, because Twitter is where there's a lot of the writers, producers, storyboarders, actors from Rick and Morty, and I've been promoting a lot there while you guys are doing the Facebook thing. So anyways, thank you very much. I will see you guys on Sunday after episode 5, and we'll see what happens there. Hopefully it's the Hellraiser one, because I really want that fucking Hellraiser. I want the Hellraiser episode, guys. I want the fucking Hellraiser episode. But, you know, it hasn't happened yet, and whatever. It can only do so much. Anyways, thank you guys for joining. I know these last like 5 minutes or so, I've kind of filled in a little bit. I used up all my material pretty quickly. Thank you guys. And I'll see you guys on Sunday, hopefully. Peace. Don't forget to get your art submissions in. Art submissions, guys. Art, 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 art. Anything is art. Anything you make, you create is art. Submit it to me on any of my socials. And if you want to see my extra episodes, sign up for the Patreon. It's only $2 American, $3 Canadian, something like that. You get my extra show, which happens on the last Sunday. Well, it happens at the end of every month. Near the end of every month, I'll be doing an extra episode that only you'll get if you sign up for Patreon. So, peace, guys. It's Kieron Presents. That's what it is. Kieron Presents. Peace out, guys. Have a good one. It's a good show. It's a great show. It's a shit show. Pick a Rick show. Not a Jerry show. Scary Terry show. Lick my balls show. Szechuan sauce show. It's the fucking Rick and Morty fan show, bitch.